When going to nightclubs, what is the best method to approach a girl? I know it may not be the best place to meet girls, but what is the best strategy in this setting? For me, the only time it has worked is when there is a dance floor and the girl starts dancing near me. The issue is that this does not happen all the time, and I want to have more control and be able to approach a girl. I just struggle with starting conversations. Story 1. I took American Sign Language as my language credit in university. I was in a nightclub after I graduated and had been working for a couple of years. I noticed some girls at a table, and they were signing to each other. Based on how they were signing, I was pretty sure they were deaf. I thought one was really cute, so I went over and signed, "Hi, I know a little sign language. How are you?" She looked at me and signed, "Hi, I'm not interested." So my answer is that I have no idea how to approach ladies in nightclubs. Thankfully, I am old and only go to those with my wife now on rare occasions. Story 2. I used to go up to them and say, "Hi, you look thirsty. What would you like to drink?" Then I would start chatting. I would leave, and inevitably they would find me during the night to continue the conversation. For out of 10 times, it would work every time. Story 3. I'm going to tell a story I don't often share here. I usually don't approach girls in public at all, but I went out this past Halloween in 2024 with some friends. While we were standing in line about halfway through the night, a girl walked by dressed as Taylor Swift. I stopped her to tell her I loved her costume and struck up a conversation about Taylor Swift. Finding a girl with a common interest felt super approachable, so for once, I felt really confident. She was a nice girl. I asked if she'd like to get in line with me and come inside so we could dance or whatever. She said absolutely, and we waited and talked outside for about 20 minutes before going inside. When we got inside, we went to the counter and I bought us drinks. We walked over to the side still talking, and she said, "Let's go dance." She grabbed me by the arm and pulled me through the crowd to the dance floor. There was no groping or attempt to kiss, just her hands and me kind of dancing. Nothing special. We danced for about 20 seconds before she broke away from me, moved over to the guy next to me, and asked him to block this creep from following me. That's how I ended Halloween night, crying outside the nightclub, waiting for my friends. For the first time, I really felt like a terrible person making a girl uncomfortable. It sobered me to my core. But to answer your question, I have approached a girl once, and I won't be doing it again. Story 4. The only person who knows you are not good at it is you. Add confidence to your wardrobe and wear a cologne that makes you feel invincible. Make eye contact and smile. If she smiles back, perhaps give a slight bow. If you are at the bar and you think she is attractive, let her go ahead of you after you have ordered. Half the game is body language and confidence. Story 5. I work as a security guard for numerous nightclubs in my city. It is honestly simple. Do not overthink it. Just state your intentions from the beginning. If they find you attractive and are open to it, go for it, especially at closing time when the lights are turned on. If you look good, smell good, and they like you, you are golden. Offer to buy a drink and be a gentleman. Story 6. Oh, the memories. I am 52 now. Back in the days in Las Vegas, I used to walk up to a girl and try to look funny and easygoing. At that point, she would ask me to buy her a drink, and after that, she was gone. Story 7. Back in my day of actually attending clubs, I was 38 years old and would not bother. I had far better results at the pub. Story 8. Back in the early 2000s, guys would start dancing with girls on the dance floor. Then things would escalate from there. Story 9. Just got home from the club. It's 5 a.m. I rarely initiate. I'm blessed to have pretty privilege. But the few times I have initiated, the key was always repeated and extended eye contact. Not once or twice, but at least 3 times. Mostly because my inner introvert won't let my tipsy extrovert off the leash before then. That eye contact shows you see and acknowledge each other and aren't a bad sight. Then from there, make an opener and roll with it. Compliments, jokes, something. Story 10. Be dancing and have a drink or blunt in hand. You have to be a vibe and disarm any sense of danger. Then you vibe out. Maybe do a lap or two to scope the scene. Notice anyone you want to talk to. friend groups, couples, exits, and threats. Then cycle through. Introduce yourself, smile, give a light compliment, make casual conversation, share a witty observation, and move on. Enjoy your night, make a couple of connections, and build rapport. If things feel right, give your number or social media handle to ensure that anyone who contacts you is interested or attracted. Attraction is a numbers game. An older man once told me the rule of 3. For every 3 women enthusiastic about linking up, only 1 actually follows through. For a great event, you probably want to walk away with between 9 and 18 contacts. Follow up the day after next or the next morning, depending on the vibe and connection, and just take it from there. I am retired, but my group and I averaged a new partner every 10 days for a couple of years. If you try to pursue every woman in the room, move strategically and understand how line of sight works. Women pay attention to who you talk to next if you leave a good first impression. Advanced players use this to create a sense of attraction and urgency. You almost never want to look like you are trying to pursue every woman in the room, even if you are. Be interesting without wanting anything. Please do not approach 20 women begging for intimacy. You will make the night harder for everyone else. Story 11. The best opener is this, assuming you are at an electronic dance music club. Have you seen this disc jockey before? No matter what her answer is, you can continue the conversation. It does not even matter what your answer to the question is. Any outcome of the 4 possible ones can lead to engaging quick small talk. No. Dude, they are pretty good or bad. Huh? This song is yes, no, or no, yes. Oh, really? Where did you see them? Were they good? I saw them at... They were so good. Yes. Oh man, were you by chance at this show? This is one of my favorite songs. Any of these options can lead to a, hey, my name is underscore introduction. Just be chill about it and do not sound too forced. Also, do not approach people who are not vibing, obviously. Story 12. I've always been absolutely terrible at the stone cold walk-up. It's not easy. I have to have an in, whether it is an introduction or we literally bump into each other while dancing. You cannot just walk up unless you are Jimmy Neutron. I think I am right there with you, brother. Story 13. I do not because I am too busy fighting an internal battle with shock or watching out for my friends like a diligent guard dog. Story 14. Don't appear to have an agenda and exude fun with your mere presence. This is the best thing you can do to attract the right people. You always see the one guy just creeping, walking around, and only talking to the attractive ones very directly, and it shows. Then you have the guys that are not creeping, but they're just bouncing around to different girls with the same vibe of throwing darts at a board to see what sticks. If you go to have a good time with your friends and no agenda, I promise the right ones notice it. If you are showing that you are having the most fun out of anyone, it almost works every time. Girls come up to me or put themselves within eyesight or earshot. I'm very big on picking up where people are sitting, stationed, and standing when I walk in. I see who my targets are or the ones I am attracted to. As I meander through the night, I notice if those people situate themselves differently because not everyone is confident enough to approach you, but sometimes they are attractive enough to be noticed and approached if they get within your sight. So I try to notice those subtle changes. Then, if they haven't approached, depending on my mood, I either don't engage them so they engage me or I make eye contact, and if they make it obvious, I take the initiative and approach with some kind of fun invite to dance or chat. However, I usually never do this. My key is good friends where we can have fun with each other no matter what. Not stupid or drunk friends, but good friends where others see that we don't care what others think and we are having fun regardless. Remember, most people, the right people, are dressing up to go out for fun, not to be hit on by a random person at a bar. So, if they see you have the same agenda, they might feel inclined to join you and you take it from there. I have been married for 14 years now, and this was my tactic when I'd go out. Honestly, it works anywhere. Still, to this day, I still get looks and approaches just for having a good time. People see that authentic, genuine fun, and they want a piece of it. Story 15. Confidence is really key. Just look like you're genuinely enjoying yourself and don't chase girls around all night. Once you start to enjoy yourself and your confidence increases, girls notice. Trust. You don't need a cheesy opener. Chase or dry hump uninterested girls all night, or keep asking to buy them drinks. Just enjoy yourself and the girls will come to you. Also, don't go out with the mindset to find a girl. You will be disappointed every time. Go out thinking about having fun, and you'll always have a good time. Story 16. You can approach girls at the club easily. Do not expect to take them home. Just give them a compliment, laugh, smile, and do not expect anything in return. Story 17. Go together with some friends. Have fun chatting while drinking a few drinks. Keep looking around the club. Eventually, you will make eye contact with someone. If they seem interesting, smile at them and maybe give a small wink. If they return the smile, approach and start a conversation about something casual, like the music playing. Ask what she is drinking, compliment something about her, such as her hair, just to get the conversation started naturally. If she seems receptive, introduce yourself, and then begin flirting if she still seems interested after a few minutes of chatting. Story 18. It is a numbers game. What did not work on number 1 will work on number 6 or 14. Get out there and get some. Story 19. Try to make eye contact and gauge their body language. If they do not turn away or actively avoid your presence, you can walk up to them and ask if they want a drink or to dance. You can even compliment them first, as long as it is honest and something you like about them that is unique, such as having a pretty smile or a really cute laugh. Story 20. I have been out of the dating scene for over a decade, so maybe this advice is a bit outdated. Just do not go to nightclubs unless you are tall, wealthy, or very good looking. All the prices are high, and it is so loud you cannot even talk. I say this as a shorter person who otherwise has many good qualities. I never had much luck at the club, but had a lot of success outside where I could actually use my personality. I never really understood why my friends wanted to go so badly back then. Yes, there are more attractive people at the club than at local bars, but they are not for you. They will ignore you if you are not 6 feet 2 inches or taller, and even on the rare occasions you have some success, it usually turns out they live more than 90 minutes away. Story 21. If you are having a good time, people will want to have a good time with you. If you are creeping around the edges of trouble with a serious look on your face, nobody will want to hang out with you. Be relaxed. Be fun. Be engaging. Commit to having a good time even if you are going to be by yourself. Walk up to a girl you think you would vibe with and say, "Do you know how much a polar bear weighs?" She will either guess, say no, or stare blankly at you. Give her your best smile, wink, and say, "Enough to break the ice." Laugh at yourself. Most of the time, she will laugh with you. Tell her, "It is silly, but I saw you and wanted to talk to you. My name is What is yours?" This works. Story 22. All vibe. The clubs are meant for dancing and letting loose, not for cheesy pickup lines and getting to know someone. Show up dressed to impress, and let your body do the rest. Story 23. When I was younger and single, I just talked to them. Never hit on them. If they like you, they will show it. Story 24. I go and talk to them if I feel like it, or dance near them and smile. The rest is not about one-liners. Story 25. I have a lot of success in the nightlife scene, so listen up. Talk to everyone, not just women. The moment you enter the venue, start giving out random compliments to guys and women. Ask where the bathroom is. Ask for advice on what drink to buy from the person standing next to you at the bar. Vibe with the bouncer, etc. Get into the habit of continually interacting with the environment. This will make approaching women a lot easier later when you're genuinely interested, and it will keep you from overthinking due to standing around doing nothing. A bonus advantage is that women will notice, and they will become curious about the cool social guy who seems to know everyone. Do not approach directly. In the nightlife scene, the premise of a man flirting with a woman is already set and expected. Going up to her and making your intentions clear right away makes you predictable and just another guy flirting, as expected. Instead, open the conversation with a more social vibe. For example, if I see a woman with 2 friends who are talking to each other and not including her, I'll say something like, "I feel you. I feel your pain. We've all been the third wheel at some point, it's okay. I'll keep you company. What's your name?" Then I'll have a normal conversation with her. I might later tease the friends playfully for not including her and having me swoop in to save her from the cringe. Another example is if I see a woman on the side of the bar, staring at people on the dance floor, I might say, I feel your silent judgment. You're probably a professional dancer or something, watching all the normies dance and scoffing internally, right? She'll deny it and get a bit defensive, and I use that to create banter and take it from there. Basically, keep it social, playful, and laid back. Assume the woman knows you're interested just by the fact that you're a man and she's a woman in a nightclub who don't know each other. Meet her friends. Self-explanatory. Keep the friends involved. Introduce yourself to them. Be pleasant and nice. Ask for information about your target from them. They don't need to be included in your conversation the entire time, but check in with them now and then and share the vibe you're building with her. Trust me, this will benefit you tenfold later when you want to take her home or invite her out on a date, because the friend's approval means a lot to women. Escalate and build tension. After you've been talking for a bit and she seems to enjoy the conversation, start injecting some sexuality into the mix. I usually do this by holding her hand while we're talking about something random, or staring at her lips every now and then while she speaks, or making little comments like, I like the way you're looking at me right now, but anyway, and then change the subject. Make sure your escalation feels under the radar. Don't call attention to it. Just make the move or say the thing and then move on as if nothing happened. Seal the deal. Ask her to come home with you, check out another venue together, or go on a date later this week. Whatever you want with her. The end. Story 26. A bold approach has never failed me. Hey, I just wanted you to know that you are the best-looking girl I have ever seen. If I did not come and tell you that, I know I would regret it later. Story 27. That's pretty easy, really. Just go talk to them. But seriously, the best way to approach a girl in a nightclub starts with eye contact. Look at her and try to catch her eye. Wave at her while you dance to get her attention. If she keeps looking back at you or seems interested, just go up to her and start talking. Ask if she likes to dance. Typical nightclub conversation. Always remember that catching her eye and maintaining confident eye contact is the key to a good start. Stone-cold flirting can work too if you have good skills and know the right things to say. One big no-no is offering to buy her a drink. You might just end up paying for her drinks without any further interaction. Story 28. A decently accurate documentary about it. Story 29. The key is to go out and have an amazing time on your own. If you're dancing and not caring what people think, making fun comments to both men and women, you'll find that women will gravitate towards you. Women don't go to clubs to meet men. They go to dance and have fun. If you become a source of that energy, they feel safe with you and know that you're not there just to get laid. They will hang out with you. If they start to hang out with you, ask them later if they are hungry and want to grab food. Going to multiple places with them creates multiple memories, and you're no longer just the man she met at the club, but the man she had a fun night with. You are much more likely to get a number this way and score a date later. Story 30. Never in a nightclub. Too much noise, too much of everything. I never found my place there. I was not a phenomenon at flirting, so in the discotheque it was a foregone conclusion. Story 31. Dance first. Look at the wallflowers. Wiggle over to one, smile and say, "Hey, come dance with me." Repeat as necessary. Story 32. I do not. I go to dance and drink with friends if they are there, or just drink by myself and listen to the music. Sometimes I play pool alone. Story 33. I don't go to nightclubs but at bars. I offer them a drink and don't expect anything in return. If you vibe, you do. If you don't, you don't. It's a numbers game. I always offer drinks or shots to break the ice. It is what it is. You have to pay to play. Story 34. You say, "Hi, my name is Urbano." Then you give her a compliment. Next, ask if she wants a drink. If she says yes, you are in. If she says no, move to the next target. Story 35. I just approach a woman and say, "Hey girl, why don't you back that thing up for your boy? Baby, shake that little thing for your daddy one time. Put some style on it. You have to ride with your daddy tonight, girl. Make those cheeks clap. Clap those suckers." Back that nasty little thing up. Come out of that shirt, baby. Get it, girl, let's get it, baby. You have to get it. You really know how to get a boy excited. Story 36. It's easy, just dance over to them. Give them the eyes, and make them dance with you. Story 37. Find a group of women. Determine the woman in the group who is the second most attractive. Ask her if she wants some company. Story 38. Do not be afraid of failure. Do not approach her directly. Approach her friend, but not as a romantic interest, just friendly. Casually shift the conversation to her. That should work most of the time to at least get her attention. Story 39. Did the nightclubs when I was 18 to 19, picked up at least one girl a night, mostly Fridays and Saturdays after work. I am 6 feet 4 inches tall. I was pretty jacked and did modeling. I was not rich, but I guess I stood out enough to get lucky. I only did it for 2 years. It was fun, but I realized I enjoyed the chase more than finding a quality woman I wanted to stay with. It costs way more than it should. I used to take a flask with me to save money. Otherwise, I would blow $200 a night on drinks. Be funny, listen to them, do not be afraid to dance. It helps if you are actually a good dancer. Go with friends. Do not be creepy or rude. In that environment, they are basically looking for tall, attractive guys. The music is so loud it is hard to talk, so they go with what they can see. I stopped because I got sick of people starting fights with me. Normally short guys or army jocks drunk and starting trouble because I was tall or chatting with a girl they wanted. I had more fun and better girls at house parties. At that age, we had them somewhere pretty much every weekend. Story 40. I buy drinks for them and whoever they are with, but I do not accept any thanks from where I am. I do not go over to where they are. If they are interested, they will come to me. Story 41. First of all, going to the nightclub is a losing proposition. It is designed to elevate women above you and extract your wealth through entrance fees and buying drinks for yourself and others, with no reciprocal benefit. Then there is the sunk cost of clothing, effort, and wasted time that could have been applied elsewhere. If you understand this and are okay with it, or if you just want to go out, I get it. It's fun to be out and about sometimes. Keep in mind false allegations. She can't consent when drinking, and in any scenario where she accuses you of anything, you are likely to go to jail in 95% of outcomes. If you've moved past that, great. Now be 6 feet tall, dress well, and be fit, if not in top shape from the gym, and fall within the top 1 to 8% of attractiveness. Only then do you realistically have a good chance of a cold approach or meeting someone on the dance floor. Networking with some women you know to attend with you will likely improve your overall results. Unless you are there just to do your own thing and don't care about female validation, be ready to spend money, dress top tier, and be in the upper percentile of attractiveness. If you have to wonder whether you are in that group, you are not. Then accept that if you do find a woman and hook up legally, you are at serious risk if anything happens. If she changes her mind, you are in trouble. If you get posted on social media or video platforms, it's you versus a narrative, good luck winning that. For me, as a human and empathetic person, yes, the club can be fun when you are young. I have enjoyed many times out myself, but that was in the past, before cell phones, social media, and bold false accusations, even though they still happened. Back then, there was a small chance you could meet or hook up with someone from out of town on vacation for a night of fun. Yes, I used to enjoy the drinking and competition between friends trying to dance with some girl or get her attention, but those days are long gone, at least in the West. Save yourself a lot of time and money and hit a pub with friends for the social aspect. Weigh the risk-reward scenarios carefully. Remember the idea that it can't happen to you until it does. Not all women are evil or out to get you, but you are literally going into a scenario at the club where one friend could have a bad feeling, convince the friend you're dancing with there is an issue, without even knowing you or interacting with you, or it could be straight jealousy to sabotage a friend out of envy. This can surface days or weeks later as a problem. This isn't advice coming from bitterness or anger, but a simple understanding of dynamics and time in life, where I have personally seen horrible outcomes. My advice is to go your own way, amass some wealth, live under your means, and find what makes you happy. But beware entering situations with strong legal consequences and he said, she said outcomes. Books on body language and psychology are effective in helping understand singles. If you have to try, confidence, not arrogance. And presenting yourself as a high-value man in a woman's opinion is key through physical appearance, body language, the ability to dance, and being interesting in conversation. Story 42. I don't. I'm very shy and I hate to pretend. I guess I'm lucky because women have shown interest in me. I have had this experience a few times in my younger days. It's an unusual boast. Thanks a bunch for sticking around till the end of the video. Remember to subscribe, and until next time, stay awesome and goodbye.